Ms. Rogers, in cause number 25 DCCR 0976, you're charged with the state jail felony offense of theft of service from June 5th of 2025. And how do you plead to that charge?
Guilty.
Are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yes, no.
And are you pleading guilty because you actually did what they charged you with?
Yes, no.
I have here on the tablet some documents that have your signature on them that the state has marked as exhibit number 1. Before you signed these, did you go over them with Mr. Parker?
Yes, no.
And do you fully understand them?
Yes, no.
And do you understand, if I follow the agreement that you've made with the district attorney, that you'll be waiving or giving up any right to appeal?
Yes, no.
Do you also understand, if you're not a U.S. citizen, that a plea of guilty or no contest may result in your deportation, exclusion from admission to the country, or denial of naturalization under federal law?
Yes, no.
And it looks like the agreement that you've reached is for a 2-year deferred probation. There would not be a fine, but there would be restitution in the amount of $2,536. Is that your understanding?
Yes, ma'am.
State tenders number 1.
No objection?
It's admitted. Is there any evidence that Ms. Rogers is not competent?
No, Your Honor.
Any reason not to go forward in
No,
restitution?
I know, Your Honor, her record's clean other than this incident.
So I'm going to waive the pre-sentence report, Ms. Rogers. I'm going to find that you've entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. Find that you're mentally competent and you understand the nature and the consequences of your plea. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, I'm going to follow that agreement that you made with the district attorney. Defer all proceedings for 2 years, so you'll be on probation for 2 years.
Okay.
You're ordered to pay $2,536 in restitution and to follow all of the other rules and conditions of probation.
Okay.
If you do that, this is a great opportunity because you don't have a felony conviction on your record.
Yes, ma'am.
And if you successfully complete the probation, at the end, the case is actually dismissed and you'll never have that conviction.
Okay.
The other side of that, though, is if you violate any condition of probation, you can be brought back into court, you could be found guilty, and you could go to the state jail prison for between 6 months and up to 2 years.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes, no.
Also, it is very important. 2 years seems like a long time potentially to pay off that money, but it's going to go by pretty quickly.
Okay.
I want you to start making payments immediately. Even if it's a little bit, it'll add up.
Okay.
Because what can happen is if you don't make payments on that, and at the end of your probation period, I find that you could have paid, you could do 2 years of probation and still be revoked for not paying it.
Okay.
So make sure you get that paid, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, if you, I'm handing you the trial application. This was an agreement that I followed, and so you waived your right to appeal. You need to have a seat here in the courtroom. Probation's going to call you up to her desk when she's ready to go over your paperwork. She's at that desk right there, so kind of pay attention for her to call your name, okay?
Okay.
All right, good luck to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Good morning, you're Allison Strong.
Yes, ma'am.
And Ms. Strom was previously in court, entered a plea of guilty to assault on a peace officer. I've received that pre-sentence report. Has everyone had an opportunity to review the report?
I have, Your Honor.
I have, Your Honor.
Are there any additions or corrections?
None of them are Judge.
Not by the state.
All right, Ms. Strom, I'm going to find that you previously entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, I'm going to follow the agreement that you made with the district attorney and defer all proceedings and place you on probation for 3 years. You're ordered to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation, including you will be on the mental health caseload so you can get whatever type of help necessary so that you can be successful on your probation.
Yes,
It's important that you follow all of the rules and conditions through the mental health caseload, through regular probation. If you do everything you're supposed to on this probation, it's a great opportunity because you don't have a felony conviction on your record. And at the end of the probation, if you're successful, the case is dismissed and you'll never have a felony conviction.
yes,
The other side of that, though, is if you violate any condition of probation, you can be brought back into court, found guilty, so you become a convicted felon, and you could go to prison for anywhere in that punishment range, which is between 2 years and up to 20 years in prison. Do you understand?
yes.
All right. I'm handing you the trial court certification that shows that this was an agreement that I followed, and so you've waived your right to appeal. If you'll just have a seat here in the courtroom, watch for probation. She's going to call you up when she's ready to go over your paperwork. Okay, good luck, ma'am.
This court session involves several criminal cases. Some defendants pleaded guilty and accepted probation agreements. The judge explained their legal rights, the consequences of their pleas, and the rules they must follow. Ms. Rogers received 2 years of deferred probation and must pay restitution. If she follows the probation rules, her case can be dismissed, but violations could lead to jail. Another defendant was given 3 years of probation with mental health support. If probation rules are broken, he could face prison time. One defendant rejected a plea deal and chose to go to trial. After understanding the possible punishment. In one case, a defendant tested positive for multiple drugs, which violated bond conditions. The judge increased the bond and required strict monitoring. Overall, the court focused on justice, community safety, and making sure defendants understood their choices.